Yo, what's up? It's Shawnee TV with Happy Me, Happy We, where we cultivate happiness from the inside out. Today we're going to discuss the happiness set point. We all have a happiness set point. It's different for each and every one of us. Some of us have a really high happiness set point. Some of us have a really low happiness set point. Wherever your happiness set point is, only you can determine that for yourself. Only you can figure out what your happiness set point is. Nobody can tell you where that is because it's all subjective. What is the happiness set point? The happiness set point is the default range of emotions that you allow yourself to feel in order to be happy. We all have a different range of emotions that we allow ourselves to feel in order to be happy. And if we get outside of that range, then we feel really unhappy. We feel like we're out of our comfort zone. We're out of that happiness set point. So, say my happiness set point was 70. If I get to a point where I'm happy outside of that range, I will bring myself back to 70s. I will never try to get past 70 because that will make me unhappy because my happiness set range is only in the 70s. It could be different for you. You could have a really low happiness set point where you only like to be low in the 25s, 30s. It could be 40s for you. It could be whatever it is for you. Nobody can set that happiness set point for you, but I can tell you where you got it. And let me tell you where you got it from. It's something that gets passed down to us through our DNA. In your genes, you have a default set of emotions that you can not deviate out of without feeling like you're out of that survival, you're out of that homeostasis. Think about your parents. Were your parents naturally really happy people? Were you around them, you always see them smiling and having a good time? Or were your parents really sad people that really didn't show happiness, they didn't express it, and they didn't teach you how to express it? Wherever you are in that range, it varies. But just know that your happiness set point did come from your parents. So know that if you have kids right now, you are teaching your kid how to be happy. You're teaching your kid where their happiness set point is, and you're creating that for them because it's a nature and a nurture thing. It comes from your genes, but it also comes from your environment. Your environment plays a very major role in your happiness. How you feel is determined by how you decide to react to the environment and the things that are happening around you. But it's a small, small, small portion of your happiness set point that is affected by your circumstances. It is literally a very small percentage, like 10% or less, where the circumstances that happen to you, all the things that happen around you, all the weather, the different losses, different things that happen around all the circumstances, all of those affect you in a very small way. What really affects you is your genes, which is 50%, and 40% is your choices. It's how you choose to act, how you choose to express all the behaviors that you choose. The things you have control over is 40%. The things you do not have control over is the other percentage. We do not have control over our circumstances. We do not have control over the genes that were given to us from our parents and the ancestors. We don't have control over those things. But what we do have control over is the things that we choose to do, the activities that we can do to bring happiness to us that can help us to identify where our happiness set range is. Because once you get outside of that range, you know, like I know, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Whenever you're doing something that you're not defaulted to do or you're not programmed to do, it makes you really uncomfortable because we're used to doing what we're programmed to do. We're used to doing what our parents have done, and we're used to doing what we see around us. When you get outside of that, that's when you are truly free. That's when you truly can be happy within yourself and for yourself because you're not worried about the outside circumstances and you can get yourself back to the happiness. It all starts with you. It all starts with me. Happy me equals happy we. Together we can be happy. I love you. Be safe out here. See y'all next week. Peace.